after doing that much time, I got to tell you, prison's a good idea. Like, I met a lot of people in prison that I hope never show up on my block. How's that?
Right.
I met some really scary people when I was in there. And who knows, I might have been one of those people one time too. I don't know. But, so prison does serve a purpose. Like, I'm a proponent of it. I have a good friend of mine that's a Florida Supreme Court judge here. And like he made it very clear to me one day, talking to his lawyer, he said, always got to remember that it is not a justice system, it's a judicial system. And I was like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. For me to get 25 years for property crimes, was a little, that we could sit here and debate that for a while. But as far as prison goes, the majority of people in there are for addiction and mental health problems. There is a small percentage of some really, I'm going to say out of tune individuals that, probably will never function well in society. And that's probably a good idea that they be separated after they've already murdered or raped or whatever they've done to get in there, right? But for the vast majority, like, what is it? And here in the States, you got like 97% of the prison population is coming back to the streets. And our recidivism rate in this country is 76.6% over 5 years is our recidivism rate. And 24% of that recidivism happens in the first week.
Wow.
That's a crazy number.
Yeah.
Florida alone has over 100,000 people in the prison system. Just Florida alone. It's the third in the country behind California and Texas. So, from being in there and seeing the value, of the people behind the gate, because there's a lot of people in there that want to do something different, Tim. Like, they want a different life. They're tired of prison. They're tired of their addiction. They're tired of being the people they were, like I was, and they're staring at the ceiling like I was, and they're trying to figure it out. And that was my inspiration for doing this. One, like, God pushing me to do it. The other part is, like, I have a heart for these men and women behind the gate. I wanted to set up an organization that would answer the questions that I had when I was in prison and meet the need that I needed when I was in prison. And that's what we set up to do.